Your left eyebrow is very well groomed. And this is Super Dice Boys.
I like cheese. Shout out to Gordon Ramsay. I know he's listening. We love you, Gordy.
Go home and be a family man.
Last time on Super Dice Boys.
Roderick, do you know what we can expect at all?
I just know that they turn people into the best. The door just cracks open slightly. There is a man standing there, and he looks very peculiar. They call me Sindin. I mostly get people where they are going. Makara, she's going to do some training in the woods. And there's a some sort of hunter, outdoorsman. He's just leaning against the wall, like stringing up his bow.
I'll string my bow.
All right. So we hunt.
Sounds great.
We have a small interview process for Seraph. Who are you?
My name's Seraph. Pleasure to meet you. Who are you?
I am many people. It all depends on where I am and what I have to do. And with any luck, you too can be that. I can tell Rin wants to cast spells. Just an extremely old woman standing in front of you. She hands you a big fucking musty old tome and points to a desk and says, "Today you read, tomorrow we spar, the next day you read, the following day we spar, and so on and so forth until either I kill you or you kill me."
I always wanted to be a knight.
And there's a man who is actually well dressed and in ornate armor that is not shittily designed.
A knight!
I'm Shay. Grab your sword.
Okay.
4 years have passed, 1,460 days. You find Sindin and Roderick holding like medals and pins and pieces of paper, you know, baubles you get for completing a training course. Standing in a line, we have Seraph Bartel, Carrick, Leonel, Cedric Voss, and Makara Thorne. The 4 years have passed. The training is complete. Welcome aboard. There's much to learn and not much time to get it done. These are dire times, but you've done very well.
So we finished training.
Yes, you finished your training. There was the graduation. Oaths were said. Things were done. And you were sent away for the evening.
Makara's going to stretch and rub her eyes to get some of the sleep from the night of carousing out of them. So she's kind of fighting a little bit of a hangover, I think. And when I get my wits about me, I'm going to prepare some spells. I realized during our fight earlier that the spells I had chosen just won't do for adventuring.
I am also going to wake up. Cedric wakes up pretty early. And then I'm gonna prepare my 2 spells. You know, just like a quick what do you call this motion?
Sign of the cross.
Yeah, just like a quick sign of the cross, but like
Sign of
somehow
the
involving stone and hearts, and then I get my spells prepared.
I don't have to prepare anything, so Seraph will wake up and wander down for breakfast whenever that time is right.
In your pajamas?
Oh, no, he'll get dressed. Looking good, too.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Rin didn't do very much celebrating the night before. He was expecting more of a triumph, and he's still kind of reeling, I think, from the loss of his master. But it's a proud occasion nonetheless that he's kind of graduated from this tower. So they'll kind of slowly put things on, and I think a little later than everyone else, just saunter downstairs.
Rin is walking down the stairs and sees his friends all convened around a table enjoying a nice breakfast. And I assume you joined them?
Yeah. I'll walk right over and just sort of, kind of just a nod to everybody as they notice me come up. I don't think I'll say anything right away.
You gotta try this sausage.
The breakfast spread is fantastic. There's all sorts of meats, foods,
Mimosa?
grains. Sure, why not mimosas? I don't know if these people have discovered champagne, and if they did, it wouldn't be real because it's not from the Champagne region of France.
Bastards.
Fuck you.
Just like real Monster Energy is only from the Monster Energy region of France. Thanks, Facebook.
I love that meme.
Morning, Rin. Are we calling you Rin still?
Yes, I think in the present company, Rin will be fine. if we're trying to impress nobles or pretty girls, and
Rin it
then
is.
maybe
That
carrot.
sounds great.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Anyway, yeah, I'll put together a plate.
I'm gonna put my adult name on for the girls.
But really, I'm a little boy.
Fucking Rin is a silly Billy.
He doesn't fucking know things.
Yeah.
I'm just ragging on you. You're fine.
Yeah,
No,
we
I
love
love
you,
it.
Boo.
It's trying to sound impressive to people.
How can you really be a wizard if you're not like a little bit weird?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Anyways, you guys enjoy a delightful breakfast. Was there something you wanted to say?
No, I was gonna say Seraph's just sitting there like feet on the table, not by anyone's food or anything, but like feet up, holding like a glass of water to his forehead, like clearly nursing a hangover as well.
Oh,
Rin is like, I've talked to one old woman in the past 4 fucking years. Sorry.
yeah. I've
One
seen
One old woman and a hillbilly.
And
Yeah.
and like 3 hillbillies.
And I'd probably saw people from time to time in like together training sessions and like sparring matches and stuff. Not like enough that I can go up and talk to them at extended periods of time. You get it.
Our blades meant more than our words.
That's like you learned a Louisiana accent. I mean, the
Yeah, I'm gonna
yeah, I mean, that's the one I mean.
You're gonna get on. You're gonna get him.
That's what
Yeah,
undercommon
you can't like you can't like learn that from a book.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the only way to learn that is by experiencing it.
That's hilarious.
I think Draconic's the only other normal language I can think of.
Yeah, fuck it, just have that.
Okay. I think unless anyone wants to say anything, yeah, that's all I wanted to say is that Seraph's got the water to his head. He's clearly hungover with everybody else. Oh, just Makara, I guess.
I eat a lot of fucking food.
You guys finish your breakfast and walk and or stumble out of the inn and begin your walk back to the Ivory Tower. It's been 4 years since you made this walk. You're all a little bit different. How different are we?
Seraph is quite a bit taller than he was before. He's about 6'3", 6'4" now, wearing full leather armor. His hair no longer just in a crazy mess behind his head. He's got it in a nice braid along his back. He's got an earring, a feather earring that dangles to about his shoulder in one of his ears. He stands tall. He walks more confident than he did before. 2 daggers visible. Like, he definitely grew up a little bit in the last 4 years.
Rin is much the same. It's very similar styling, but it's worn differently now. Before he had his like a dress uniform kind of thing, but now he wears that more loosely. It's open at the collar. He's picked up a tricorn hat from somewhere, and he's supplemented that outfit with kind of leather armor, and it's all kind of sweeping patterns and curves that come away from the body at the hips and shoulders, and in that classic Rin blue and white and gold pattern.
Cedric has aged quite nicely. He's significantly more handsome. He got a bit taller. He grew a couple of inches, and also in height. Cut that
Hell
joke.
yeah.
Cut that joke. Cut that joke. No, I'm just kidding. And then he's gotten pretty beefed up. You know, he's kind of jacked now, and his skin actually grew a little bit darker as he got older, and it's gained more of like almost like a sheen. So you know how some people describe like a really athletic person as looking like they're chiseled out of stone? Well, Cedric pretty much literally looks like that. He's got very like hard edges on like his, I don't know, it's like he has a very like striking silhouette that's just kind of like hard edge, which you don't see a whole lot because he wears chainmail now for the most part. But if you were to see him shirtless, it would be like that.
You're like, dang, girl.
Yeah. Oh, he grew a little bit of stubble too.
Over the past 4 years, Makara's gained an inch in height, which is good. She's proud of that inch. She also has braids, 2 of them, one on either side of her head. Just as always, her clothing is much the same. A bit of fur here and there, but more notably, she has a cape made from the skin of a warg that has the face on top. The warg's missing an eye, and it's used as a hood.
Very cool. Quite the collection of characters.
Yeah, I definitely give that cloak a fucking sidelong glance.
What?
Is that what I think it is?
Yeah, Also, Makara has the faintest almost impression of a scar in the same place that the hood has.
Very cool.
For some reason, I thought you were gonna say that she has like. When you said the faintest, I thought you were gonna say she has like a smell.
The faintest smell of warg butt.
So we were supposed to go to the tower.
Yes, you were requested to go back to the tower after spending a night out.
Okay, I thought we were supposed to meet somewhere else, but I'm a dumb and forgot.
What time are we supposed to be there? Early morning?
As soon as you could make it.
All right. We're heading.
Yeah, we're doing like the cool slow-mo walk with like music in the background.
Yeah. I hope at this moment there's no music.
Fuck you.
The slow-mo walk, and there are just people walking regular speed next to you, like
Yeah.
pushing a wagon. Like, what are they doing?
I'm hungover.
They're really taking up most of the road. Why are they walking four in a line?
A horse just shits like on frame.
Though,
Anyways, after 3 hours of slow-mo walking, just kidding.
though we've been joking for the first half of it, I think my Makara is going to gain a bit of seriousness as we start to approach. Sort
Yeah.
of like look on the face that it's really time now.
Yeah, as we get to the gate, I'll put a hand on Cedric's shoulder and I'll look at him big. Almost as scary as the first time.
Not for me.
I'll just smile then.
Yeah, I pat you on the back.
Hollywood over here. Yeah.
And you guys approach the gate. The people are aware of who you are. They open up the portcullis for you. You walk on in. It's you're back into that delightful courtyard.
Hang on, is that same guy working here? Because I really want to hear you do the voice again.
Oh God, can I do Tim's voice?
Yeah, was his name Tim?
Probably.
Usually.
Hey, I remember.
Oh yeah. Hey guys. Welcome back to the Hi.
Academy, Tim. The Academy.
That's too many syllables for this particular voice I'm making.
That's quite fair.
All right, Tim the God.
Yep.
Where can we? Where do we?
Are you our escort then?
What? You walked up to me.
Just let us in, Tim.
Hey.
Is
Okay. Okay.
Tim. Is Tim short for anything?
Yeah. Timson.
Hey, don't laugh at him.
My
So,
full
like-
name is Timson Abraham Leviathith Cody 5 the 5th.
That's a hell of a name, Timothy.
I'm just gonna call you Tim.
Timson.
Yeah, I go by Tim, and also I can't remember my name.
That's good.
Do you just remake it every time?
Yeah. You are supposed to walk in that way.
And he points behind himself. And the gate's closed. He hasn't told them to open it yet.
Just go right on through.
Could you open it, please?
It's real heavy.
Is it?
Oh yeah, open! Shit!
All right.
You hear someone in a tower audibly sigh.
Yeah, that was everything I dreamed it would be.
Thank you, Timson.
Yeah, no problem.
And as you're walking away, you see him get kicked by a horse.
Oh no!
Jeez.
Then he's got a delightful accent.
Oh no, I did now.
Oh, I do think he set everything straight. He did.
Boy, I believe my brain has been right sorted out. It has.
Then another horse kicks him.
Oh, no.
Damn it!
Oh man! For the first time in 30 years, I remembered my wife's name.
Come on, man.
I would fucking run and drop kick him just for his own good. If that was the case.
Why don't you just turn into a horse?
Jake, you're fucking come on, man.
Fucking make me sad, you bitch.
I would-
It's
I
9 in
would-
the morning.
You got a show to do. Can't be tearing up. Can't be tearing up about NPC number Tim.
Yeah, I would run sprint, do the hooligan combo from Street Fighter and turn into a horse and kick him in the fucking mouth if it was gonna fix his brain.
It wouldn't. I wanted to just joke.
All right.
Okay.
You guys walk through the courtyard, and you remember how nice it was before, right? Like, lovely plant life, all of that stuff. Everything here's really dry.
May I help
Greens
with
are
that?
turning yellow. Yeah, you can attempt.
I'm gonna help with that. Sorry.
In what way? Are you gonna pee on it?
No, I would like to use the transmutation cantrip Druidcraft. I can instantly make a flower blossom or a seed pod open or a leaf bud and bloom.
Well, that's not the problem here.
What's the problem?
Everything's yellowing, so it's not not in bloom. It's has nutritional deficiencies. and dryness.
Could we be a little bit more liberal with what Druidcraft can do?
I mean, I don't know if it'd take care of a whole courtyard either. It's more of like a
I
single
just mean
peep,
like a couple of things as I walk by.
Yeah, as you walk by, you just
I
like
can
wave
create
your
a
hand
harmless
and like
sensory effect.
you just wave your hand as you walk by and like rose bush, like a few blooms pop up on it and that area starts to look a little bit more green, but everything else is pretty.
Yeah, that's all. I'm not. Gonna
Yeah, I
fix
get
this
ya.
whole fucking thing.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm just gonna and like give him a bit of energy. Reverse spirit bomb him, you know.
Yeah. Reverse spirit bomb.
I'm sorry to interrupt your explanation of what's going on here.
You are fine. It's a lovely little characteristic of yours to want to see nature thrive.
It just feels good.
What happens next?
Yes, you guys walk up to those big doors as you did before. They gently creak open and you walk into that same old black room. And sitting down is Sindon. It's been a while since you've seen him. Well, not a while, a day. But before that, a while.
Sindon, how are you doing this morning?
Doing well, doing well.
Excellent. If I sit down right now, will a chair appear, or am I going to fall on my ass?
Don't tell him. Just do it.
Sindon.
Yes.
All right, and I just sit.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, shit.
But it's not like a good chair.
No, it's the same
Like,
stone ones that flew away. Yeah.
You called him out on it, so it's not like a nice chair.
Where's Roderick?
Somewhere around here. And then he like pulls a pull string that came out of nowhere, and then Roderick is just sitting next to him. Like, oh, I was not in the bathroom.
Just pants at his ankles.
Roderick looks out. Okay, good. You're all here. You didn't run away. Not that I thought you would, but you get nervous. 4 years in the making. We are ready to start doing some good.
Yes, good.
Yes. Good.
So I'm sure you're all wondering what needs to be done. There's a lot. There's a lot. Don't get that mistaken. And while I don't expect you to be the only people to be doing it, I do know you'll be the best ones doing it. And so before you go out into the world trying to fix it, it's time to know what it is you're trying to fix. Sindon gets up, snaps his fingers, and as you've been in this room before, you know that it's pretty much a shapeless void that can take any kind of picture it needs to. As you're standing and sitting, the tower itself appears to be torn asunder around you, and you appear to be floating over a massive forest in a very strange and distant land. You just start to drop closer and closer to a shipwreck washed up on a shore. Massive scaled beasts tearing apart this ship washed up and people. And so, what we're trying to do is expanding anything to help out with the world. There's barely anything left. Food, water. Oh, there's just too many people, not enough stuff to go around. And so the first challenge in all of this is getting somewhere new and surviving getting there. As you can see here, this is a very difficult task. And you look closer, it's just like big-headed monsters, little arms, big legs, just biting into people, throwing. It's awful. It's a massacre. Then this is the old world of Earthroot in which you're seeing. Not all who arrive die, but all are stranded, forced to live in hiding. With your help, we need to devise a way to survive upon landing for at least 24 hours to create some sort of pop-up defenses of any kind. This is going to require a lot of cooperation from our very divided land. Really, this is important. We need you guys to save really everyone in this continent from starving.
I feel kind of guilty about eating so much this morning. I feel the twinge of guilt.
We're ready.
The first step is trying to heal the schisms between each part of the world. Sindon here is not associated with any of them. He can tell you a little bit more about that. And Sindon takes a step forward. And so there are basically 4 powers that be that are separating everything. There's the nobility of Daggercrown, the monarchy of Tus, the council of Alarai, and the democratically elected leaders of Valakor.
Where do we go first?
That is the ultimate question, because everyone hates each other for really every and no reason. The most selfish of them all seeming to be Tus. The monarch of Tus, he is a hot-blooded dwarf. His name is Torald Goldthrone II. He hoards wealth, he hoards lumber. They control everything about the seas. They build boats, they mine for precious metals and ores. within the past few years, they've been sending out less and less and taking more and more. On that note, Tus and Alarai are always bickering over their borders.
Noted. What of Alarai? What do they do?
Alarai is honestly the most desperate that there is. They have nothing. They're far to the north. They can't grow anything. Their forests are dry. The fields unfertile. The mines empty. All they have is a leading class keeping down everyone else with taxes. And of course, they have the infamous Blackguard Reach Keep, where they keep the haunted. And so, the failure of this kingdom means a spreading of a cancer most foul.
So we should go there first.
I agree.
Well, we know nothing of Alacor.
Yes. Valakor. Valakor and Dagger Crown have always been at odds with each other because of their difference in government, and also in their difference of control of the area. So as you're well aware, being from Dagger Crown, outside of the city it's a wild place, whereas Opal, where we are right now, is a beacon of civility and wealth. In stark contrast, every inch of Valakor is well regulated. There are regulated roads, patrols, posts. It's honestly very safe for just about anyone that you can think of. But the nobility of Dagger Crown look down upon the elected officials of Alacor, who in turn pity those with no wealth in Dagger Crown, creating this schism between the two and therefore escalating issues in trade.
What if we start here where we already are? It seems like there's a matter of thinking that needs to be adjusted.
I just want to get something straight to put in out of character context. So, Dagger Crown is like hard capitalists, and Valakor is like hard like communism.
Seems to be that way, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't pick that up. I'm glad you pointed it out.
You said that you pity those without wealth, which makes me think that like everyone there is equal well-being.
I'm of a mind with Makara. I think if we can settle a diplomatic matter quickly, then we can move on to the more pressing matter with the Blackreach Fortress.
It takes quick wit and a silver tongue to change minds so quickly.
Don't worry about that. We've got Rin.
I think. Hang on. That was funny. I think. Sorry. I think that if we wait, the Blackguard Reach Keep. Was that right?
Yes.
Yeah,
There was a lot of words.
I know, right?
The Blackguard Reach Keep will fall, and if we can help with that, that'll build, a name for ourselves, and we can use that other places. We should go where they're most desperate, those who need the most help.
I think that it would suit us best to have the two most willing parties join with each other first to create a movement. I think that once you get momentum towards that, it's going to be a lot more convincing towards the other kingdoms.
That is a valid thought, for sure. Barring anything else, we do have at least one assignment that we could go with, if you guys can't make up your minds. An item that might soften the heart of Torald Goldcrown II.
Shit, Negro, that's all you had to say. No, I'm sorry.
That's just not at all what I thought you were gonna fucking say.
Me neither.
I love that quote.
Yeah.
I'm sending the wolf.
What?
Why didn't you mention that first?
Well, this is an open forum. It's not like we're telling you where to go.
Look, I still don't like the idea of leaving Alarai in its state for as long as it will take to travel and get everything done.
If we were to soften Torald the Gold, though, perhaps we could lessen the burden that's already on Alarai, as they are the two that are most at each other's throats. What is this item, and what does it do?
It's something that we're not very familiar with. We know that it promotes plant growth, and we know that's hidden away somewhere in the Swamp of the Sorrels, which, if you were to pick it up, would still be on your way to either Tus or to Alarai, depending on how far north you wanted to go. So this can still, in summary, you can pick up this artifact, decide where it needs to go if you can figure out what it does. Barring anything else, you can always bring it back to us. We can study it and see where it needs to go. But if you wish to maintain a straight path, you can grab that and go straight to Alarai to see what they need.
Do we know at all what it is, what it looks like?
It's a palm-sized, almost what you'd consider a classic diamond to look like if you were to draw one. Palm-sized diamond shape
Gem.
but it's like a font. You can see the energy swirling within. I know by using it, it shatters.
So it's a needle in a haystack then.
And we know perhaps where it may be. There are tales of old dwarven ruins deep within the swamp.
That seems as good a spot as any.
Once we acquire this item, do we bring it to the most abundant of the places, or do we use it on the least abundant?
I think that depends. I think we should assess the item first, and then we'll figure out where to go from there.
It would appear that we have been given the autonomy to do that. Am I mistaken?
You are correct in your thinking there.
Correct me as well if I'm wrong, because I may be. When we speak to people in these different kingdoms, we do not speak for Dagger Crown.
You do not.
Oh, I see.
You speak for me.
And
And you speak for the Academy.
how much power are we talking here? Is it like bring to life a single farm, or is it more like an entire nation?
That is not yet to be determined, but if you feel the need to use it, I'd almost recommend going to the widest spread area you can think of for farming.
Just in case it goes off, right?
In case it goes off, in case it goes off for miles.
Well, it'll be hard to leverage if we don't know its power. What if it just makes a single flower bloom?
They also don't know its power. It's plenty easy to leverage something when they don't know what it does.
Goldthrone seems to think it's powerful.
Sounds dishonest.
It's not dishonest. We're not lying to them. We just don't know.
He gets what he wants, and we make him promise something for it, right?
Perhaps.
Probably something including ships for colonization eventually.
I suppose. Well, not a bad place to start.
Look, get us what you can information-wise about the swamp. I think we'll start there, and then we will discuss further as we travel. Do we have a way to get word to you? Should we send messengers of it all, or will you be speaking with us?
Thanks to Sinden's prowess, if you need me, you should be able to contact us.
I expected as much.
And then the door behind you opens. The illusion kind of fades away. You guys are back just in the dark room. Was there anything further that you had questions for?
Where in the swamp are we going?
That is difficult to say. Not many men have mapped out the swamp. Perhaps you know of one who would be more familiar?
Yes.
Grayson.
Grayson's traveled the swamp many times. Is he still under your employ?
Yes, I believe he's... In fact, if I'm not mistaken, he should be at home right now. Probably
Between
enjoying
the two bakeries,
the three. The three. There's a third one now.
Oh,
Yeah.
lucky him.
I'm truly blessed.
That's just poor marketing for the bakeries, I think. You would want to like spread them throughout town, but whatever.
No, you just go into that one part of town, you're like, oh, everything smells amazing.
Yeah, it's kind of like how there's always a Taco John's next to a Taco Bell.
The two worst bakeries set up next to the best bakery, so they might have some smell confusion and get some sales.
And also, you don't know which one's the best if you've never been to town before.
That's true.
So you just have to flip a coin. Instead of someone telling you, hey, where's a good bakery? Oh, over that way.
Flip a D3.
We will speak with Grayson. I don't want to just get him at his home. Can you have him sent to us?
You
I-
want to just go knock on his door?
Oh, you
I mean, we suppose we should, but if it's official work for him, I don't think we are the ones that should be sending him on an errant mission. I'm not paying him. It was basically the story I'm trying to get across.
yes. If he has to do work, we'll pay him. It's fine.
That's fair. Thank you.
I'll go get Grayson.
Yeah, you guys leave the tower. Brain's probably a little bit more full.
The joke that I wanted to make, but I didn't want to cut you off earlier when you said the room like turned into a thing. I was thinking like when the universe was created, 6 infinity stones. It's like we're not ready for this.
Not at all.
I don't feel so good, Duke Roderick.
So we head out, I suppose?
Yes,
towards
you,
Grayson's?
You start walking down the street and you just follow the smell of cinnamon.
Who's going to get supplies?
Good point. You guys don't have a whole lot of supplies. You just have the clothes on your back and your equipment.
Yes. Well, I figured we get Grayson, and then he has a cart that he would load up as
Well,
last
we'll
time.
need food. We'll need light.
Yes, and it's easier to get those things when we have a cart to put them in.
Does Grayson have the card? I don't think it's his.
Well, they're not just going to give us Grayson without a cart. They said he's working.
He comes with the card.
Grayson is an Uber. That's what he does.
All
With a
right.
fresh card in
Well,
every pack.
If we're gonna be, searching the swamp, we're probably not gonna be able to take horses.
We can take horses to the swamp. It'd still save us time.
Would it though?
Yes.
Yeah, it's still quite a trip.
Yeah, but are they even faster?
If you were to ride a horse, yeah. If you had a cart, probably not.
I think we can carry enough supplies. with us. Each of us could carry our own tents and bedrolls and such.
I just don't want to leave horses out by the swamp for, days or however long this is going to take us.
Well, we don't. We take Grayson with us to guide us to the swamp and give us directions to where he believes the location is. We leave him with the horses. He sets up camp. He guards the camp as we do our thing.
That's a plan.
Very good.
I like it.
We don't have to take him into old abandoned ruins.
Yeah, I would rather leave him from danger, too. That's a good idea, Seraph.
Thank you.
I don't know if you guys remember, but he was kind of an ass kicker.
So are we, right?
That's true.
You guys are enjoying your conversation. You get to Grayson's door, and initiative rolls to see who knocks first, if you guys want to knock.
I won't.
5.
10.
Seraph is on it. Just like, you guys are joking around, you just like kind of push them a little, and then you hear that classic voice. Whoa!
Grayson, it's
work.
It's work. We didn't want to come get you at home, but Rin insisted, and then I pushed Rin up to the door.
And he opens the door. He's dressed rather commonly, just regular clothes. He's got like some bread in his mouth.
As
Classic person that's not ready for things.
What's going on?
turns out his first name has been Tim this
We're
whole
going
time.
to the swamps
Oh, yeah, it's been a while. All right. Swamp. Okay.
of the Sorrels.
Yes, okay. That's nice to hear.
You're coming with. It's for work.
Oh,
Sindin and the Duke would like you to help us get there, and they'd also like you to give us some directions. Do you know anything about an old dwarven ruin they're in?
I haven't wandered too far off the path, but good way to find dwarven ruins is look for dwarven ruins. I know it sounds ridiculous, but they always have pillars around them.
Okay. Oh, and Cedric, Rin, Seraph, Makara.
Yes, of course.
I can't believe you didn't forget.
Well, I mean, you...
We saved you from butchers. It's hard to forget.
Yes. It's hard to put into words.
Thank
You're
you.
all, well, half of you are all pretty grown. The other half of you, what the fuck? Are you not touched by time?
They're elves.
Oh, yeah. He made the gesture of pointed ears next to his head.
Is that like a little racist?
It's like a little racist.
Okay.
But, like,
It's fun to have pointed ears.
it's not like he dislikes you guys. It's just like, accidentally racist.
It's just how he was raised.
It's unfortunate, but also there's very little in terms of social justice. All right, so we'll ride into the swamp like today.
Yeah,
Yep.
pack your stuff. Let's get going.
It's okay. He didn't know that every day as a child I dreamt of cutting my ears off so it could be normal.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Why do you gotta do... Whoa.
You don't even have like a wife or kids or anything, right?
Nah. I can't even come up with a good lie.
If you have to think about it that long, you don't have a wife or kids.
He like, you saw the trepidation in him and turning around and saying, "I'm leaving."
Like,
But I was like, and then he just realized that he couldn't fucking lie about that.
honey, I'm off. Like,
I just gotta grab my equipment real quick.
yeah, we're gonna run to the store.
Okay, I'll meet you over there with the cart.
Sure. Oh, damn. Should have known. Guess you were right.
Wait, what about that?
Nothing. You're good. Pack up. We'll see you at the store.
Okay, yeah, I got a new cart. It's got an extra wheel.
That's a fantastic idea.
That's actually awesome.
Bravo.
In fact, I suggested the idea most carts I see have extra wheels, Makara.
Good job, Grayson. It's already a cart. It just makes sense.
Yeah, it really does. And he shuts the door and you start hearing like metal clattering. Not like pots and pans, like equipment.
Yeah. All right. Let's head to the nearest general store. We get... What do we need? Food for a week?
I reach into my pouch and just pull out a fistful of coins and I go, "Who's got what? I have 4 gold."
I've got a little bit.
I love that.
We never got any money.
Well, I know Makara has at least 15 gold.
Oh, that's true.
From
Well, she spent some on food for me as well.
Oh, yeah.
I just got 10 gold from a bet.
I've got about 10
I
gold
mean-
left between living on the road and Tegan continuously taking everything I own. I've got about 10 gold pieces.
So we don't want to... I mean, we want to split it evenly, but we don't want to break the bank for good old Cedric here. How about we each pitch in 3 gold? 2 gold.
Let's
I'm fine
see what the
with
cost
three.
is, and then
Yeah.
we can figure it out from there.
Yeah.
Split it
I
evenly?
just mean that could be our budget.
Oh, yeah. I'm not buying anything fancy. We don't need any pots. I'll just throw them as I walk away towards.
I just don't want to grab more than we need, or more than we can afford.
We won't. And also, Makara, can't you make food or find food? Isn't that a specialty of yours? I don't want to assume. I don't know the extent of what your training was.
Probably.
Okay, does someone want
That's
to
fair.
fucking ledger this shit? Because I have a list
You do have a list?
in my head.
Okay, cool.
We'll get to the store. What are we doing? What are we getting? Go!
Okay, so we're gonna need 4 hooded lanterns. Or sorry, yeah, 4 hooded lanterns with 4 pints of oil.
I have one of those.
Then 3.
That comes in my equipment. Okay, 3 hooded lanterns.
You are already over budget.
Shit, how much are those?
5 gold each.
Then what's cheaper? Is a lamp cheaper?
A lamp is 5 silver pieces.
Then lamps.
3 lamps.
3 pints of oil.
3 pints of oil.
3 coils of rope. Or 4 coils of rope.
4 rope.
I have rope.
I have rope too, so 2.
Do we all have rope?
I do not have rope, actually.
I think we're good on rope.
You were probably fine with rope.
Okay. We're gonna need probably want a week buffer for rations.
Okay.
So 4 times 7 is 28. Is that a lot?
20.
You've learned math, Cedric.
I knew math.
Good job.
We're gonna want a grappling hook.
I have one.
Where did you get all this shit?
Tegan got me set up pretty nicely before we left. That's my starting adventuring kit.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Why not? We get to start with those, right, Mike? Once we got it
Yeah.
through training. Burglar's pack. Backpack, a bag of 1,000 ball bearings, 10 feet of string, a bell, 5 candles, a crowbar, a hammer, 10 pitons, a hooded lantern, 2 flasks of oil, 5 days rations, a tinderbox, water skin,
Rope.
50 feet of hempen rope.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
You don't have a
thinking
grappling hook.
No hooded
no
lantern.
grappling
No
hook.
grappling hook.
I heard the hooded lantern.
There's a hooded lantern.
There's
Oh.
a hooded lantern.
Okay.
Cedric, have an explorer's pack.
I got it.
Okay, you got
Backpack. I can just do it into the microphone, so we'll have it forever. An explorer's pack contains a bedroll, a mess kit, a tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 days of rations, and a water skin. The pack also has 50 feet of hempen rope strapped to the side of it.
What do you got?
Here's the kids.
8 gold. I'm a wizard, so.
Probably
No kits.
probably like explorers or scholars is my
I
guess.
think.
I like the idea of you just having a scholar's pack because she didn't give you shit.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
have a scholar's
It's
pack.
like paper and shit.
Yeah, but I mean, she didn't give him shit to like go out into the wilderness.
Yeah, no, there's nothing there for him to survive.
No, it's study stuff. Book ink ink pot, some parchment, a book of lore.
What is your fucking spell book like?
Oh yeah.
It's a bowling ball covered in notes.
It's just a it's just
Why
a
did I
magic
pick this?
It's a magic 8 ball but with like a D20 in it with all his spells.
Those already have a D20 in them.
Magic 8 ball, am I stupid? And
Yup.
it's a bowling ball that he's holding.
It just has the word "yup" written really big on it.
All right, what do you have, Makara?
I don't know.
Probably an explorer's pack.
All right. Change of list. We need a grappling hook.
All right.
Dang.
Fuck man, I got nothing.
I want a mirror.
A mirror?
That's gonna be out of your own personal coffers, I assume. But yeah, they've got a small steel mirror.
Yep, that's what I want.
That'll be 5 gold.
You've never been one for vanity, Makara.
He doesn't know what it's for.
Did you
He
just,
doesn't know what mirrors are about.
Did you just say he doesn't know what it's for in response to my question, like not to me?
Yeah, to the people who are selling me it.
Yeah, just
All right.
and the shopkeep looks at you. Look around corners, under doors,
Alright.
get stuff out of your teeth. Triple threat. You ever just have to check your butt with a mirror?
Yes.
And then do I get like all the weapons and shit from the pack?
Yeah, you'll get your weapon. We discussed that you'd have basic
Yeah.
weapons starting just because you went through training. They would let us have weapons.
Yeah.
That's why I have a hand crossbow and 2 daggers.
Then I actually have a shield on my back.
Good.
I don't use it very much, but I have it.
Light armor and a long sword instead of a rapier. Cause my dad's.
Cool. I think we're ready to. We shopped. Anyone get? We got everything we need. I think.
I think Brad needs a pencil because he keeps fucking stealing mine.
I have some in my backpack, but my backpack is in the other room.
It's literally I can see it from where I'm sitting.
Not getting it for him. All right, let's be on.
How much money did we have to spend?
Oh, hey. I'll ask if the person will sell this to me for 4 gold.
Make a. Sorry, I just froze there. I don't know what happened.
I
I was like, is he having a stroke?
I thought you were just gonna be like,
Yeah,
no.
so the shopkeeper tells me the price. What was it?
5 gold.
What about 4?
What about 5?
What about all this equipment we bought?
A grappling hook?
What about 4? I've got it right here in my hand.
Make a persuasion check.
Do it. Do it. Say yes. Do it. Right now. Buy this car. Do it.
13 plus 1 is 14.
You can tell that he's just over it. He's like, fine, 4, whatever.
Thanks, bro.
Snatches the gold, puts it in his cash register with
Always.
touchscreen POS.
Hell yeah.
Always a fine barter.
He goes to the back. Isn't that kind of store?
How much is a
It's
grappling
fucking
hook?
people.
How much was that grappling hook?
2 gold.
Oh,
I'll pay for it.
all right. If you need someone to carry that, you just let me know. I'll actually buy one too if I can, Mike.
Yeah. I happen to have exactly 3 in stock. Now 1.
Coolio. Are we off? Are we ready? We'll meet Grayson outside.
I think that's all we need. As soon as I started thinking of things I needed, my pockets just started filling with it. So
The joys of waiting until too late to tell you what you have.
yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah, you guys go in there with a pile of money and you walk out with most of your money and a couple of grappling hooks and a mirror.
Yeah, no, I need a periscope or whatever. I need a 10-foot pole.
You guys exit the general store and you look at the sign for the first time. You're like, oh, is that guy's name Bob? Bob's Goods. Huh. That's all. And Grayson's sitting there with a cart. Well, throw your stuff in the back. I suppose we're off.
I just jump in the back. Let's go.
That works too.
I throw my stuff in the back, and then I'll pet the horses.
Because you really like horses.
It's been a while since I've seen a horse.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll sit in the back and read a book as I go.
Yeah.
I'll
Well-
just walk alongside it because that's what you do.
I'll walk alongside as well.
I think as we're walking, every once in a while, you hear really harsh, like consonant and vowel sounds coming out of the back of the thing. As I'm reading just a draconic dictionary, trying to fucking like trying to get the sounds right.
Did you just say Fus Roda?
Yes, did I pronounce that right?
I don't fucking speak lizard.
Nobody got blown away, so probably
fair.
not.
It's Fus Roda, not Fus Roda. That's a double joke for all you
Thanks,
fucking
Hermione.
nerds
That
out
is
there.
a double joke.
Wingardium Fusroda.
We're reaching levels of nerd that shouldn't be possible.
Making fucking Skyrim Harry Potter crossover jokes while playing D&D. We've finally done it, guys.
Mission accomplished. Final episode complete.
Yeah, our necks just grew their own beards. They finally came in.
Holy shit.
Thick.
It's like Abe Lincoln all of a sudden.
Anyways, yeah, it's pretty calm travels. You see Grayson visibly sweating as we pass by the area where he was almost brutally murdered.
How's that town coming along when we pass it? Is it a little bit more?
Yeah, it's full-fledged community.
Hell yeah.
It looks like there's recently been a fire.
Oh, that sucks.
All the grass around is coming in decently. It's turning yellow.
I turned to Grayson holding the mirror off the side of the carriage while I'm riding shotgun. I'm like, check this out.
Huh, it reflects.
Wouldn't that be useful on your cart?
You know what? Sometimes I have wondered what is happening behind me. I once had merged into a man and just ran him over with my cart. Felt bad.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Would have been nice for the warg.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you could see if a warg's chasing you.
Well, after the wheel suggestion, I'm not going to lie. I'm very open to your suggestions on how to improve the safety of a cart.
Stop making cars, Alex. That's all you bought that mirror for, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was sure that it was a spell component, and I was like, it's a weird thing for a druid to need.
I'll use it for other stuff.
Fucking attaching it to the side of the cart as he says it.
Check this line of sight, motherfucker. Blah! Cast a spell off a mirror. Is it possible? Let us know in the comments.
Like a magic missile.
Wait, are there
shit.
comments?
What if, dude?
They
if
can
you
leave
had-
comments, yeah.
Dude, you could shoot a magic missile around a corner at someone you couldn't see if you used the mirror to see them.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Mirrors just got important.
Yeah.
All right.
Who would have thought that this swamp ruin is actually lined in mirrors?
Holy
And
fuck.
at the end of a crazy hallway, there's a single mage.
Oh, fuck.
Ray of Frost. reflecting off of every surface.
Like an ice laser.
All right.
Alrighty.
Let's get to this mirror room.
Anyways, it's been a about a day's travel. You're a few hours past. You're getting very close to that gate. You notice Grayson's been pushing the horses a little hard because he knows he can make this trip faster if he just fucking pushes them.
Oh, yeah. Go, Grayson.
As long as we get to Hector's Pass tonight, we should be fine, Grayson.
Yep, that's the idea. We can camp where those lovely men offered us wine and corn all those years ago.
Yes,
I think about that corn sometimes.
a single tear runs down Sarah's face, and he goes, "Me too."
All right.
Really, without incident, you guys get there.
Yeah.
And start setting up camp. I'm sure at least one of you have learned how to do that.
Yes.
Probably.
I have, for sure.
Okay.
I will produce flame for the fire.
Oh, okay.
I will actually go a little into the swamp and set up a little bit of just scout a little perimeter to make sure everything's good to go.
Yeah, you walk past the gate and it's the weirdest thing. The land's still dry.
The swamp isn't swampy.
It's
Here?
smaller. Boy, we could use some rain.
It's definitely drier in the area. I mean, you can still smell the swamp when the wind blows the wrong way.
So deeper into it, but the outsides are getting dried up. Do I notice anything else? I'm looking for any signs people been through or anything that, not on the path, but like anything to worry about. Probably not.
Nothing too worrisome. Not a whole lot of people walk around here.
As I walk out back to the camp, I'm gonna go, "Hey, alligators, by the way. They're called alligators. Swamp dragons? I learned that in a book."
Oh.
I'm gonna sit down by the fire. We all set up.
You look like you just blew Grayson's mind. He's like, "That's what those things are called?"
Yep.
I asked my mom about them. She said that they were nothing.
There's definitely something. We saw them.
She literally told me they don't exist.
I thought they were called that one guy's mother-in-law.
Ha.
All right.
Literally asked her if she knew about dragons in the swamp. She's like, "You're fucking crazy, boy."
Well, do they speak Draconic?
We'll find out if we run into them. I doubt it. I think they're just animals.
Weird.
Good that you've got that book then.
Huh. Anything else in that book? Does that book tell you what this is? And he starts pulling down his pants.
No, actually, the book I'm reading, that was a different book. The book I'm reading currently is, and he's still pulling down his pants, I'm sure.
Yeah. He's stopped about halfway. He's like,
This is just a dictionary. Just a dictionary.
Well, that's
It's
where I was
on my
going to get.
dick, Yeah.
That's where I was going to get. Dictionary. I got a weird bump on it. All right, whatever. Pulls his pants back up.
I begin debating in my head whether or not, like, lay on hands could cure an STD, but I don't try to test it.
Lay on hands is how you get the STD.
Well, like, you can cure diseases and poisons. I'm not touching his wiener, though. Not unless he asks.
In the cart, I'm going to prep different spells.
I'll do first watch tonight if you guys want to settle in for the night.
Perfectly fine by me.
As we're setting up camp, I'm going to create water into a big-ass bucket or something.
Okay.
I'll take watch with you, Seraph.
Excellent.
Grayson relishes in the opportunity to not have to work. Kicks back in his tent.
Well, I didn't realize 4 years ago, but this guy's kind of a shithead.
Everyone deserves a little time off, I guess, and we kind of ruined his.
Just hear him in the night, locked in a cage.
He's still traumatized.
Trauma.
He was only in that cage.
He was about 8.
You were only in that cage for 5 minutes. I had to hang upside down for 2 days. Did you know that? In my training, I had to hang upside down for 2 days.
What?
Yeah. Tegan never told me why.
That's crazy.
I think it was a punishment, but...
I
I'm
wrote
not
in
sure.
books and dodged, well, various magic spells.
Oh, hey, Ren, I didn't know you were here.
Jesus!
Spook!
Yeah, also, I spent a lot of time alone. Sorry. Just wander off, I fucking guess.
We had determined that we were next to each other, and then you're like, also me.
Hey, Ren, why so lonesome?
It's been in my head a bit after graduation. I didn't really talk to anyone about it yet, I guess, but the end of my training was also the end of my teacher. And it's kind of messing me up a little.
You mean like,
You were so bad they retired?
I was so good they died.
I see. And then I'll,
I'm in a little bit sort of a one in, one out kind of situation.
It seems that it was that way all along, yes. I had sort of expected it to be a duel, but it was more of a reveal and a goodbye instead of a triumph.
I'll clap Rin on the shoulder and say, "Your wound is fresh. Time will lessen the blow, and it'll become a scar."
Speaking of, look at this. And I'll unbutton my shirt and like pull my armor off, and I still have a wicked fucking scar from where that guy cut me, like all up in my shoulder.
Oh yeah.
Because that was not done properly with stitches and shit. It's
Oh
bad.
no. Yeah, it's a rough scar.
Wow, that's quite the scar,
Yeah, you heal nicely. You'll get there, Rin. But I'm sorry.
but emotionally.
I understand. And thank you. It's helpful to talk about it. And now that I get to see people every once in a while.
Yeah, I missed you guys.
So did I.
Just don't stab me again.
Okay, I will not.
Makara will remember that.
Makara remembers everything.
No, like, one of those RPGs that really focus on character interaction.
The Telltale games.
Yeah.
do it.
Heck, even like Dragon Age.
The blah games.
Yeah.
Beep games. The company not found games. Because they went bankrupt.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That.
Well, they should have made the games a little better.
Well,
And I like them, so.
Yeah.
Are you talking about BioWare or Telltale?
Telltale.
Oh, okay.
Telltale.
I was going to say. That would surprise the fuck out of me if BioWare went under.
oh no. After Makara says that, I'll apologize. I'm sorry, I won't. And then I'll stand up and stretch and be like, I'm going to do a quick lap before my watch is over, and then I should probably go to bed. And I'll walk out into the forest a little bit.
Okay.
Can I join you, Seraph?
Yeah.
I'll come with him.
All right.
And you mean like a walk lap, right?
Yeah.
I'll decidedly not go with them.
Yes, you still think it's
Because I
icky in
got
there.
made fun of last time.
When when we get a distance away, I'll actually be like, Seraph, there's something I feel like I want to tell someone, and I only want to tell you.
All right. What's up?
I'm not a human.
Okay. I starting to suspect something was a little different, but
I got a letter from my pop-up a couple months ago.
well, what are you then?
I'm not sure if it's pronounced Genasi,
Okay.
which is like a genie.
Those are real?
Yeah, apparently she's some sort of like evil earth elemental creature.
I'll just like touch his shoulder. Are you all right?
I'm doing okay now, but I found out something else. My dad is still alive. He's looking for her. That's why he left.
Well, maybe that's good. Maybe you can meet him. Maybe that's for the best. Do you want to?
Suppose we'll see. Don't tell anyone else yet. I'm not ready
I'm-
for that.
Your secret's safe with me. I won't tell anyone. And if you need anything, let me know.
Okay,
I've got your back.
thanks.
No problem. Let's go see if we have any alligators around.
Is that what you were really looking for?
I just want to see one again.
And you guys resume on your search and perimeter walk. I really had to bite my tongue there. I'm not a human. I'm a wolf. Oh!
All right.
No, I'll put my arm on Cedric, like my arm over Cedric's shoulder, and I'll stroll off into the woods with him. Like, you're
Yeah.
good.
And yeah, you guys walk the perimeter, and it's really not swampy. You don't find any. The Everglades are shrinking.
Yeah, I figured as much.
No gators.
Yeah, no gators, nothing. I mean, like small prairie rodents and animals. Like you saw a fox munching on like field mouse.
To bedtime.
The prairie's encroaching.
More like the swamps receding, and then nature does what it does best.
Adapt.
It finds a way. Okay.
Anyways, unless there's anything further you guys want to do, we could have the night pass.
I'll take second watch.
Okay.
Before we go to sleep, I'm going to create 30 good berries.
Just overflowing.
My good berry cup runneth over.
Like plop it on the ground.
These will last for 24 hours, I've come to learn.
Nice.
We'll have some supplies.
And then I eat them all.
In front of hungry children.
All right.
Anyways, the morning comes all over the land's face, neck, and back.
Nice. I think we're all have been beaten into us that we get up pretty early and stuff. We're all ready to go. That I think I'm gonna go and just shake the shit out of Grayson's tent. Or if he's in a separate tent, or if he's in our tent, I'm gonna shake the shit out of him.
Yeah,
Wake
you-
up, Grayson!
You shake the shit out of his tent, and he looks at you from the cart. What are you doing?
Nice.
Why didn't you put your tent has not been taken down?
Look at these horses. They're hungry. I'm feeding them.
Let's just take the tent down.
Fair
Wait,
enough.
isn't Hector's past the start of the swamp? Isn't that where we wanted him to stay anyway?
If you know whereabouts to start looking, that'd be you could probably just leave this camp and stay here.
Okay. I'm sorry. Now I'm getting yelled at for taking down a tent I wasn't supposed to.
He just really wanted to catch you asleep, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was trying to wake you up.
That won't happen.
He's like, I can't sleep anymore.
It's like one of those anime things where my eyes like change and the light goes like, whoosh. Like no words are said, but I'm like, oh, that's gonna happen.
That is my goal for this next hour and a half.
I'm gonna find her.
Yeah. Do you know where we should start looking?
Well, it's been a while since I've gone through the swamp, about a year. Been getting a little less gooey. Really, like I said, it sounds counterintuitive, but the best way to find ruins is to find ruins. Pillars tend to point you in the correct direction.
And all we know about this so far is that it's somewhere to the north-ish.
It's in the swamp somewhere, I'm sure.
Are there any pillars on the main trail that you could see? That would be a good spot to look from.
About halfway through, there's a lone pillar. It's sitting next to a tree that looks like a hangman's noose.
Okay, then we start there,
Yeah, I suppose. That's good direction.
shall we?
We'll be back tonight, Grayson.
We might not be, Grayson. Are we coming back tonight, Makara? It's about a day's travel through the swamp, right?
We'll be back when we're back. If we're not back in
5 days?
By the time the food's gone.
4 days, just take off. We're probably dead.
All right. Fair enough.
I'll pack up my bedroll in that case.
Yeah, I'll take my bedroll as well.
Yeah, I'll grab my
Yeah, you'll definitely want all your stuff then. Unless you have any valuables, you can leave those with me. That way, if you do die, I'll, have your valuables.
I might need to barter with my 2 gold, so I'll keep it. You never know what
I'll give Grayson my gold.
I
dwarven
do.
merchants are
I take out it looks like a, those leather folder things that have like the latch?
Oh, yeah.
I take out one of those and I put it in the cart and I say, take care of that. And I will know if you open it.
Cryptic warning received.
Thank you. And then I'll.
You could just log it.
You see him
It's
wrap
like
it up in a
it's
sheet.
like a folder with a rope tie. It's not like a.
Yeah, but you know
case.
how you can put a lock on a diary?
Yeah, but it's not like like it could easily be ripped into if.
Like you just see him wrap it into
Yeah.
a sheet and put it in like the cart.
Yeah.
I give him my pouch of gold.
All right.
So, you just leave gold lying around?
It's in the cart.
So was the rice on our way here.
You guys coming?
Yeah, I'll take off. I'll start running to catch up with Cedric
Okay.
and jump on his back so he can piggyback ride me through the swamp.
Okay.
Cedric appears to accept. Rin, were you going to leave anything at the cart?
I probably won't need writing stuff. I'll take and leave my, most of my scholar's kit stuff there. Just take my book of lore, my spell book, and my sword, and
Leave behind the parchment, the quill, the ink pen.
yeah. Take my bedroll and my combat equipment.
I'll leave behind my fur boots.
Oh, yeah, those will just get ruined anyway.
I have nice leather riding boots
Nice.
that will get ruined.
Let's ride.
Yeah, you guys start walking into the swamp. It takes about an hour before it starts to actually feel like the swamp. Everyone else, except for Cedric's pace, starts to get slowed down. I mean, he was already a little slowed down, carrying...
I only ride for a while. I'll get off. I'm not going to
okay.
do it the whole time.
I was kind of... Okay.
I was like, you're right, I haven't trained in a while.
But yeah, everyone starts to get slowed down except for you, Cedric, as it starts to get more and more mushy. And you're just standing on pristine packed dirt.
I won't outpace everyone by a lot.
And yeah,
I'm looking for Hangman's Tree.
eventually, after a while of walking, you actually start to see standing water again. And a few of those recently identified alligators just kind of chilling out. Some of them fighting over some indescribable hunk of meat.
Are there any large trees around that one might climb to see a pillar sticking out above other trees?
I mean, there are definitely some trees around. A lot of them are more, weepy and sad looking, but at least they're green around here. That's kind of unique to the area.
Okay. But nothing we could really use to get a vantage point?
I mean, you could climb it. You'd have the willow all around you, so you wouldn't be able to see clearly, but
Okay.
you could still get some sort of vantage point.
Quick question. Can paladins ritual cast?
If we're gonna take a moment, I'll ritual cast detect magic.
Well, that's what I was gonna do anyway. So.
Yeah, you don't have ritual cast.
Okay.
That's what I was reading.
I do, however.
Yeah, Drew definitely does.
Okay. So yeah, after a little while of traveling, Makara says she needs a minute and spends the time ritual casting detect magic.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take a little component out of my pocket. It's like a bit of like maybe charcoal or something, and draw like rings around my eyes, like smoking everything in. So my eyes are really like darkly shadowed, and that's how I ritual cast it.
Do they become a different color?
Nope, I just have the makeup on.
All right.
And for clarity, because I know we haven't always been clear about this before, and this is also for the fans, whenever you ritual cast a spell, it has to have the ritual tag. It takes 10 minutes longer than the normal casting time to cast it.
And the point of doing it like that is so that you don't use up a spell slot, right?
Yes.
As she's ritual casting, I think I'm over there talking to Cedric. I'm like, no, I'm like, because he was asking me about how I can notice things. Like, no, you don't. I can tell you don't wear your shield a lot because the way your skin's is dry in that patch where the strap would be. That's how I can tell. So if you see someone who has a shield on the back but they don't have the dry skin, you can tell they don't use it a lot in combat.
Huh.
That's how I can tell Makara's left-handed. You can see the little fingertips she has. They're a little bit more worn. I'm trying to show off a little since I haven't been around him in a long time.
Yeah, I get you.
But I wear a gauntlet.
Your skin though, right?
I wear chainmail.
Oh damn! The full chainmail, like all the way tucked in.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
It's a hobart.
Well, then I would say
You're pretty
you
warm.
can. I can tell by the way your chainmail's not worn there.
All right. That works.
Minimal erosion.
Yeah.
And also people who don't have shit, dry skin, blah. Okay.
Yeah.
Transfer
trying to show off for
of
Cedric.
the leather
And you.
polish to your chainmail.
Rin will resist the urge to go, do me next.
Yeah. So basically, while she casts, I'm showing off for Rin and Cedric.
Cool.
I'll finish casting.
Yes, and you have done that circle around your eyes, and you open up your stanky wizard eyes to see the world as it is. Stanky and wizardful.
What do my wizard eyes stank?
Your wizard eyes stank some gentle glow at the bottom of the lake to your left, this small amount of water.
There, 30 feet or less away.
Oh,
I dive in.
that is where the alligators are chomping over some meat.
Ooh. I'll start to wade out there with my bare feet.
Oh boy.
Okay. Yeah, you start wading over that way. Two of them are definitely fighting over a hunk of meat. One of them is just like giving you the alligator stank eye, which looks like the regular alligator eye, but you know there's judgment.
About your flavor.
Makara? What are you doing?
Oh yeah, she didn't even say anything. She just saw it. It was like, over there, 30 feet or less away, and then starts walking.
Yeah,
That's what yeah, we see the alligators. Don't walk up on them.
it's right under them, basically.
Yeah, like, probably like 5 feet below. They're kind of floating.
Rin, I need a stick.
I literally asked you what you're doing. What are you doing?
Cedric, there's something in the water over here. Something magic.
Shit, Negro. That's all you had to say.
You guys, we can't say that. We're very
I know,
white.
I
Like,
Yeah,
know.
no, that's
I'm not that white.
It's a
but-
fucking
I mean,
movie
like,
quote, but yeah.
we're 80% white.
I'm like, oh. And then I'll like go out there.
I need a stick.
For what?
I'm sure
Push
I can
these-
find him a stick. So
Push these Alex gators away. What are they called?
alligators.
I'll throw you a stick before I hear what it's for, because that doesn't sound.
You get a stick to push away the alt-right haters.
Can't we just abbreviate somehow? I think
Gator's fine.
No, I think Allig is better. Push these Alligs away.
Kind of trying to show off. I'm going to wade over to the alligators and I guess just like grab the tail of one
Jesus Christ.
and just like drag it. Fight me IRL, alligator.
I did not see that coming.
My initiative's a 4.
How long have you been playing with me? You know the shit I do.
Unexpected and loose.
He said get him away.
It's gonna work. That's fine. It's just a matter of knowing what numbers to roll. For right now, we'll just assume success. Make like a strength check to just pull it.
Okay. Is it athletics or just strength?
It sounds athletic to drag a fucking alligator.
Fuck yeah, it does. I got a 12.
It's more like gently pulling it in water, or are you like fucking body slamming that shit?
I'm like grabbing its tail, tucking it under my arm, and walking backwards.
Okay, yeah. So you just drag it. It's mad. It tries to turn around and snap at you. It just bites into your chainmail. Nothing happens.
I go, yeah, what? Just keep pulling it.
And then you see a thought that only an alligator or crocodile can have. Did I bite that? And then it tries to bite you harder. That one does hurt. That one will be an arm bite for 7 damage. Is it like you feel the metal start to crunch around its teeth? It is just wriggling on your arm now, trying to like get you down.
Initiative?
Yeah, we need initiatives.
All right.
Cedric! I rolled mine before because I saw this coming. 4.
Yeah.
3.
10.
18. Oh, sorry.
The biggest.
19.
So as far as initiative order is concerned, Makara will be first, and we will use popcorn initiative from there.
She probably doesn't give a fuck about what I'm doing.
No, probably not. We'll also count that alligator that bit you as having already gone.
Oh, yay. Yeah, I guess it didn't really have a surprise.
Yeah, I was just like, "Meh, what the fuck? Fuck you.
I imagine it let out a disconcerted hiss growl as alligators are wont to do as it started being dragged away.
Yeah.
The only sound I know that alligators make is,
Oh, the baby ones?
that's how they call their mom.
Same.
It sounds like that. It's weird. Did you say same?
Okay, I'm gonna cast the first level conjuration Entangle to create difficult terrain around the alligators. 20-foot square.
Yeah, that's good enough to get them all, and Cedric included.
Yay, what do I have to do?
Succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained.
Describe how this entangling vine spreads across this fetid water surface.
Yeah, the reeds that are already poking out become too big for their own good. They just grow under the water.
Yeah, it's like
From the
10
ground.
feet of water from the reeds. Like, so it's like,
Is it that deep?
yeah,
is that
it's,
deep?
it's decently deep.
Oh, that's sorry. I thought you were saying 10 feet in the air out of
No,
the like.
no.
Whoa.
No. I just mean they're obstructed.
I get it now.
I got a 15. Is that going to beat your spell save?
Yeah, so 8 plus 2
13.
plus 3. 13.
Okay, then I do not.
You do not get. So the two that are fighting over meat are just like wrapped up in reeds. It's alligator mummification over there.
Okay.
And the one that is grabbing you, it's actively grappling you,
oh.
is wrapped up.
Oh.
So you are grappled by something that is restrained.
Okay.
What an odd turn of events.
Then I would like to walk towards where I know the magic item is.
Yeah, and the sudden growth of stuff has made it higher up. It's like it's closer to the surface. But I suppose you have like a magic item stanky eye GPS going on, so you can find it pretty quick.
Whenever possible, I'll grab it. But
Yeah, well,
for now,
you're drawing closer to it.
I'm gonna tell Seraph to get his ass in here.
Well, I mean, he told me to get in there. I'll be like, okay, all right. And I'll
I
start
just
like.
mean do whatever.
I will jump into a tree that's nearest. If I can scramble up like 10 feet into it.
No athletics check needed. It's just a tree. You climbed a
I'll
tree.
be like, Cedric, you all right? As I'm loading my hand crossbow.
Yeah, let me get this fucker off me.
I'll ready my action to shoot it if it attacks him again.
Okay. Who is up?
Popcorn to Cedric.
Okay.
I'm just going to pry open its mouth.
Okay. Make an escape check using athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. And do I have like advantage from it being restrained, or does it have disadvantage against me or something?
It's just its mouth that is using to grapple you. And that mouth is no less off of you than it was previously.
Okay. 14?
Yeah, you pry it open, you slip your arm out, you notice your chainmail needs to get fixed. There's a little bit of blood. And then his mouth snaps shut, and then it gets wrapped tighter by reeds, and you can't open it back up.
Okay. I just flip it the middle finger and then walk away.
Okay. For the most part, we are out of danger, unless you guys want to continue fighting these. There's no need to maintain initiative order.
I'm fine with not having to do
I'd
anything.
rather not. Yeah.
After all that happens, Markara, you reach into the murky water, and you pull out just like a small pouch.
I'll bring it to the group and toss it on the ground. Dunk.
Rubbing my arm, I'll say, sorry, I thought that was going to work out better for some reason.
Well, we know they're mean.
That's true. What you got?
Oh wait, is the path still solid?
Yeah, I mean the path. It's a little moist, but it's not like flooded over.
Okay.
It's muddy.
Assuming we're on the path, I don't want to like throw it back underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We figured what you meant.
Guys, check this out. Sploosh.
But yeah, it's a little waterlogged bag, and there's something inside. I don't know if Makara peeked in or if she just threw it.
No, I just toss it. Check
I'll
this out,
snag it
guys.
up and open it up. I'm not afraid of it.
Okay, yeah. You look in there, and there's just a small, nondescript like ball made of metal.
I'll take it out.
Okay.
That's magic?
Is this the magic thing?
Is it? Or was it the bag?
Both.
It's one of.
I'll toss the ball to Rin. Rin, what's this?
I'll catch it. Metal.
Can you do like Arcana or
I,
anything?
I'll try to remember something from books. Is that Arcana check or something like that?
Yeah, make an
Okay.
Arcana check. See if you've read about that.
No.
I have read about that. Natural 20.
All right. Yeah, it's an interesting little artifact. It's not of. It's honestly more a trinket than anything. If you rub it over a piece of paper, it can write what you're thinking.
That's cool as hell.
Ooh.
Oh, I've wanted one of these. It writes for you. Basically, you just think what you want, you rub it on paper, it writes it. It's awesome.
Oh, that sounds like it would save some hand cramps.
What about this? And I hold up the bag.
I'll grab that. Don't throw it away.
I wasn't going to, but toss it to Makara.
I hope it's just a bag that holds that.
I'll turn it inside out.
Okay. Still looks like a bag.
What's
It's,
it made of?
it's magic somehow, but
It's made out of some type of leather,
How big is it? Is like a
big enough to fit that metal ball in.
is that metal ball like a magic 8-ball size though, or like a super bounceable? It's like a magic 8-ball.
Yeah, like a magic 8-ball size, palm-sized ball of metal.
Oh, shit. Okay. I was thinking like a marble. All right.
like your big ass D20.
Oh yeah, like the hammer.
So we should be getting close to the thingy, right? The tree? I look at trees.
You're right next to the tree.
Oh, that was convenient.
Yeah.
Seraph's in the tree.
Seraph's in the tree. You look over. Oh, that's a pillar.
I found a pillar.
I'm
You're
gonna
always in
scoop.
fucking trees.
I'm gonna scoop
I
some
like
water
cheese.
in this bag.
Okay. The water you see like trickle out.
Trickles out. Well, I'll dump it out.
Okay. Yeah. Rest of the water dumps out. Must be a little hole in the stitching somewhere.
Rin, can you figure this bag out before Makara?
I'll
Toss
take a
the
look at
bag
it, yeah.
to Rin.
We'll make another Arcana check, I guess.
Yeah. Why not?
A dirty 20 this time.
Not honestly too sure about what that is. The only bags you really know about are bags that hold things or bags that eat things.
Yeah,
Sometimes bags that you can pull fluffs out of to make things. But this doesn't seem to fit any of the criteria.
Okay.
Is it possible that the magic ball like left a magic residue?
Do I see any writing on the bag?
It is in a very bizarre language.
Yo.
May I? Do I know it?
I'll hand it
What
to
languages do you know again?
I know Common, Elvish, Dwarven, Gnome, Halfling, Orc, Draconic.
It says in Draconic, keep this bag at the bottom of a lake. Don't.
Don't. It just says don't. All right, and then like it's said in a way that I can just see someone shaking their head no.
Yeah, like you can just feel it.
It's got like a dot dot dot.
I'll look at it and be like, it says to keep it at the bottom of the lake. I'm not joking. I think we should keep it, but
Maybe
it's up
it's-
to you.
Is that writing on the outside of the bag or the inside of the bag?
Outside of the bag.
Oh.
Maybe it's for holding the thingy.
Also, it's Draconic, by the way.
Maybe it's for holding the thingy.
Does it float?
The thing we're looking for.
The bag?
Artifact. The artifact.
The bag didn't float before, but it also didn't. It had a metal ball in it.
I know. Does it float now that it's?
Yeah.
We gotta put something in it.
Does it
I threw a couple ball bearings in it. I have a bunch, 1,000 of them.
What if it's part of a treasure and we just don't know it yet?
I have a bad feeling there's a curse of some kind going on here.
I have a bag feeling that we should just go into the ruins or find them.
Can I? Did you didn't bring it? Does anyone have any paper? Anyone have?
Whoops.
I take out my encyclopedia book or dictionary book, and I open it up to like the back cover, so there's just blank, on the inside of it. Can I see the ball, please?
Well, sure, but I don't know if you want to activate it if it might be cursed.
And I try not to think of what to write. I just kind of see if it writes anything itself.
As you're rubbing it without thinking of anything, it doesn't really write anything.
Oh, cool. Well, this is good. And I toss it back to Rin, and then
I drop it.
It splorps into the mud.
I'll retrieve it.
Good luck.
I've been looking for
It takes you. You know how when you drop something and it takes too many times to pick it back up?
I can just
God
see
damn
it.
It's like slick.
Yeah, it's like slick, but also your first grab misjudged the distance, second grab misjudged the weight, third grab misjudged how slick it was, fourth grab you got a handful of mud
It's like trying to pick up a ping pong ball.
I'm gonna.
covered in lube.
I've been looking for more pillars because I was bored about talking about balls and bags.
Okay. I will walk up to Makara and I will hand her the bag. I'm like, yes, Makara, we'll throw this in the bottom of the lake, and then I'll lean and whisper in her ears like, girl, if you want to keep this bag, I'm totally down. You go do your thing, and then I got your bag.
Yeah, it's good. The bottom of a lake where it belongs, like it says.
I'll keep it to see what happens, because that's my nature.
I know.
And then I kind of like gently like give her a little like slug in the arm and go, go pretend to put it in the lake.
I'll go pretend to put it in the lake.
Are you guys really even watching her do that?
Fuck no.
No.
I don't
Yeah.
give a shit.
You thoroughly believe she's done this.
I can't believe you've done this.
It's like the only thing that makes sense to Rin at this moment. Like, why wouldn't they?
Yeah, why would they not heed a cryptic warning on the front of a leather bag emanating with magic?
Written by Dragos.
Don't worry about it. Let's find some pillars up in this bitch.
Well, you found one. However, after looking at it, you have this thought of, where do I find the next one? Which way do I go?
Cedric,
I've like got my hand on my forehead.
Oh,
scoping.
man.
Cedric,
Classic
What?
searching.
I'm looking for pillars.
help me up here. I'm gonna climb this bitch.
Okay.
I'm gonna have him boost me up. I'm gonna get to the top of the pillar.
Okay, it's a pretty tall pillar.
That's fine.
Not a whole lot of handholds or footholds, but he does boost you past the part where it's extra slick.
Yeah.
I'll have you make an athletics check just to make sure you can at least support your own weight getting up there.
With help advantage.
With advantage because of the help? I'll take it.
I know you guys are hiding a number, but that's fine.
It's
Jake
a
also
7.
roll.
Yeah, Jake can roll. I got a 7.
I rolled a 16.
You just fucking threw him. Here you go. Oh! You just grab
Hell
onto the
yeah.
top ledge and barely pull yourself up.
You're lighter than you look.
Thank you. What do my half elf eyes see?
They see the top of a pillar with a small arrow made out of wood hammered into the top of it.
Okay. And it's pointing which direction?
North.
I think we go north.
Which way's north?
That way. I point the way the arrow's pointing.
And as you do that and you like touch it a little, you see it spins.
Oh. 1 second. All right. I want to fuck with it. I spin it.
I'm like, what do you see up there?
There's an arrow down here. Up here, I guess.
I'd like to go within 30 feet of that arrow.
Guys, you know what? We are just lucky ducks today. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, you get within 30 feet of the arrow, and when you have it, there's just a small amount of magic emanating off of that bitch.
I need to see this arrow.
I'll toss her up there.
I'll try and climb.
Is there enough room?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be tight, but as long as you guys don't push.
I'll just sit with my legs hanging off the edge on the corner.
Okay, yeah, that'll be fine.
I'll hug her up there.
Yeah, you guys do some athleticies to climb for you, Makara.
I rolled one worse than last time.
15.
Well,
Better
do
than
I add
mine.
my bonus?
Yeah,
I
you get
do.
your
Then
bonus.
it's plus. Then it's
Anyways,
I got an 8.
Makara gets up there. Just in the same manner of Seraph barely climbing over the edge of it, but then being fine. And yeah, you look directly at this wooden spinner wheel that's emanating with divination magic.
Divination magic. Okay.
It spins.
It does spins.
I'll think about the ruins.
Okay. It starts spinning, and it slowly slows down. You hear like that. It has like a nice clickety clack sound.
Oh, like the Jeopardy thing. Or
Yeah.
not Jeopardy, the Wheel of Fortune. The tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's real pleasant. And then eventually, it points.
Welcome to ASMR, boys.
Eventually, this magical spinner wheel points to the west.
I'll think about home.
It begins spinning again. This wheel points to the northeast.
What were you thinking about?
I was trying not to think about anything, I guess. Don't worry about it.
Is home actually in the northeast?
Yes, that is where rest would be from here.
What are you thinking about?
Well, first I thought of the ruins, and then
Okay.
I thought of home.
All right. So if I think about the ruins,
It points to the west.
I'll touch it and think about the closest beer.
It points to your bag.
Damn right it does.
Seems to be telling the truth.
well, let's go to the ruins then.
Can Can we pry this thing?
I
This thing's fucking useful.
I pull out a crowbar. I wouldn't risk it, but here you are, and I hand it to you. It seems to be a part of the pillar, though. I don't know how the magic works. That's more your field.
Is it nailed down?
Oh yeah, it's
What if you fuck up every other pillar?
I feel like there'd be a magic string connecting them, but
and actually,
That's
as
the
you're on top and looking down, you see that this magic goes a lot deeper than the spinner. From the side of it, you only saw the spinner, but as you look down, you realize that this pillar must be lined with something to, in general, protect it from like magic interference.
okay, I don't meddle with it.
This goes deeper than Bush, guys.
Oh, so he could only see it from the top.
So from the top, you can see that this thing goes straight down to the earth.
From that angle, it's not
shit.
blocked by whatever sheet of stone or lead or whatever's in there.
Me and Makara, I assume, hold hands and like get on each side of the pillar and like use our legs, like to get down, like slide, like shh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rad.
that's fucking rad. I want a drawing of that,
somebody do that.
please.
I immediately reach for my like parchment ink and stuff to like write that down for future use, and then remember that I left that in the cart.
All right, so you guys have a direction of where to go. You have a weird magical marble of writing. You have a weird magical bag of indiscriminate use.
Of being secret from half the party.
That too.
Can I go back up there real quick, Cedric?
I'll boost him. No, I'll boost him.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
All right, you guys work together.
16.
5.
Yeah, you do your best to boost him up, Makara. Sarah, if you're 5, you're just kind of hanging on the edge.
Yeah.
You just are trying real hard, but you just can't quite
can't
get the
scramble
footing
up there?
Yeah, there's no scrambling.
Sorry, it was a 91. No, I'm just.
I'll get up there.
I'm just kidding. That's
But after a little bit of hanging and kind of embarrassingly long for like how skilled you are, you eventually get up there.
Okay. I would like
You guys hear
to.
me whispering?
I would like to think. I don't know if it's not my place, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I would like to think about Cedric's dad. I don't know him, but just like think that thought. Cedric's father.
It's just spinning and spinning
I'll just nod
and
and then-
spinning. And then like
slide back
it
down.
gets liftoff.
you just see the one thing.
Yeah, it just you hear the sound of wood crashing in the distance. Someone going,
The cat yowls.
it's Cedric's dad. He's there.
No, I'll slide down and be like, all right, we can go. Sorry about that.
All right, broke
I
it.
had to. I broke it.
and you guys start walking away, and you take one last glance at that pillar, and out of that hole you made, like just like 2 birds fly out.
Okay.
So it really took off. I couldn't tell if that was a bit.
Yeah, is that
Oh yeah, no, it flew
that's
away.
canon.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, no, that wasn't a bit.
Okay.
Okay.
What did you do to it?
World peace.
Okay.
That's unfortunate. It would have been really handy for us to
Yeah,
find that.
that's
We're
what
kind
that's what I thought as well.
of looking for that precise thing.
Anyways, you guys are trudging through the swamp now. It's mostly soft dirt and grass, few patches of flooded over area that you're easily able to avoid just by walking a slightly less efficient path on the high ground. And after about an hour of that, you come across another pillar.
I want to climb it.
Does it look the same as the last one?
It looks significantly more beaten up than the last one. It's like broken in half.
Oh,
You
I
can
bet
see-
it's not nearly as high up then.
Yeah, it's very broken.
Shit.
All the marble and stuff on the outside is eroded away. There's just like a metal pipe sticking out from the middle of it.
Can I get up on it by myself?
Yeah, it's barely as tall as you are.
I take out my dagger and I put it on top of the pipe, and I think old ruins, and then I don't want to get shot with it, so I kind of like. "Ah!"
Your dagger twitches a little.
That's a good sign.
Well, what was the last one like? Maybe something less pointy?
It was a wooden arrow
We got sticks.
on a
Yes.
spinner.
I'll take out a bolt.
Oh, okay.
I'll put it on there.
You put it on there.
It's a small wooden arrow, right?
Yeah. You think about it. There's nothing to anchor it, so it just like spins wildly, and like you see it shoot something.
It just goes out
hang
in the
on,
distance?
hang on.
Yeah, you just got an animal walking around right between the eyes.
Jesus Christ, this thing's metal as fuck.
Hey,
I think we hold a bolt. And
you're good at carving stuff, right, Rin?
Oh, yeah, I could whip something up. Maybe.
As he's talking about that, like, throw me a stick.
Yeah, some kind of holster. And I'll
Just throw a stick up here.
okay.
You have a stick.
I'll throw him.
I
Sarah, if
take
you-
the stick and I just stab my dagger through the stick and drop the stick in the pipe. Say, ruins.
Simple and effective. It points to the north,
I think we're going north from here.
and then the stick breaks.
And then I just pull my dagger out and
Yeah.
get the rest of the stick off
You're
it.
like, shit.
Oh, that almost went down a hole. Oh, I'd have been so embarrassed. Okay, you guys follow this pillar's advice, I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, north.
After about another hour of travel, following this pillar's advice, it's a little past midday. It's hot, it's humid, it's sticky. You've avoided alligators. You've narrowly been putting off West Nile.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna heal my arm too with lay on hands.
Okay. Eventually, you come across what looks to be like a ruined battlement. Just like a small stone ridge barely sticking a foot out of the ground and the flooding water surrounding it. You see that, and looking further, you see like just ruins. Yeah, I was going to say a ruined area, but like, no, you see ruins. You see old stone buildings that have been dilapidated over neglect, time, and environment eating away at it. The acidity of the area having eroded away the finer finish of the stone, leaving it rough and pockmarked. It's not as glorious as you'd expect. There's a lot of ruined buildings, but there's one building remaining with no real entrances or exits around it. It's just like a stone rectangle that's like 15 feet tall.
That seems like the one, probably.
I would assume you're correct, yeah.
I'm not a betting man, but
I bet you're right.
how do we get in?
Let's observe it.
Let's walk up to it. Want to observe it? You observe, I walk.
I'll do both.
I'll
at the
jump on
same
his back
time.
and agree.
I will hold him, her, and not as well as Cedric does, but I got you, girl.
All right, who's observing?
I am.
Everyone.
I'm gonna go up to it.
Everyone! Have some goddamn faith!
Oh, I'm proficient in perception now, by the way.
I'll have to get your perception numbers here, but considering I rolled an 18 for you, Seraph, I'm going to assume that that's going to be pretty goddamn high.
21, I think.
Yeah. You guys give this place a good lap, seeing if there's any way in. There's not anything on any of these four sides of this stone tomb.
How
It may as
tall
well
is
be
it?
15 feet tall.
I'm gonna throw my grappling hook up to the roof if I can. Is there anything to grab up there? Is it like a...
It's literally just flat
Okay.
and stone square. Like there's no extras. Everything extra on it's been worn off. You can barely see remains of ancient inscriptions that were on there. Like you can see like there's an eyeball and it looks like there's more around that, but that's all been worn away because this is just fucked, but it's really thick stone, so it hasn't broken through.
Cedric, can you lift me up there?
Cedric hoists Seraph up to the top of the Great Stone Tomb, and there you find a mound of dirt. It's almost like an anthill with a hole in the center, and that appears to be the way to get into this ancient ruin. You peer over and you see it goes in quite deep, deeper than the ground around it. And that is where we will end for the day. Thank you to Adrian Von Ziegler for providing the music for use during the podcast. The theme song itself is by me, Mike Rugg. Thank you so much for listening to Super Dice Boys.